Welcome to 5-Minute Spotlight, Fyle's new rapid interview series featuring accounting leaders and partners providing exclusive business insights.
Hi everyone, I'm Vikram Pothnis. I head partnerships at Fyle. Welcome to our series, 5-Minute Spotlight, an interview series where we bring in insights from industry leaders and our partners. Today we have Caleb Schmitz from Anchor Group. Welcome, Caleb. Welcome to 5-Minute Spotlight.
Yeah, thank you. I love just talking about the ecosystem, technology, sharing thought leadership. So it's fun to share my thoughts on different topics.
Awesome. Thanks, Caleb. Let's just dive right in, right? Can you give us a 30-second elevator pitch of what Anchor Group does?
Yep. Anchor Group is a NetSuite alliance partner. That means we are implementing NetSuite as well as providing post-go live support. So we're really a services-based company. We got roughly 50 full-time employees across our 3 locations in Madison, Milwaukee, and the Twin Cities. And we do a lot in the B2B e-commerce space too. We work on that space in addition to NetSuite quite a bit. We just found that it's a nice niche, and you always got to pick a niche. And it's been fun to just think creatively in that ecosystem. And we really like the NetSuite product too. And like the post-go live support managed services are some really fun projects that come up, and those are where a lot of the creative projects come. So those are pretty fun.
Awesome. We've partners for the last 4 years, and it's impressive how you've sort of grown over the years, and how we've been embracing technology and also the bleeding edge of e-commerce technology, right? So speaking of technology, what are your thoughts on AI and automation?
Well, AI, we've done some projects, some pretty fun projects on already. And at first we just were experimenting with AI development and how to integrate that data with NetSuite and ChatGPT. And we've done that a few iterations now, even combining it with Chrome extensions and just playing around with how to analyze the data. And then we've even done some for some clients too, where they had some unique needs where the example in that client's use case is they were in the medical space, and what they needed to do is to be able to convert product descriptions into a quote. So they would go to a hospital and say, hey, can you tell us what your product descriptions are that you're getting from other vendors, and we'll bid and give you a quote on comparable products. And so they would get a list of 200-300 different products and then need to decide, all right, what are our items, what are our products that match these descriptions? And it would take a lot of time to turn around that quote. They'd have to go line by line and compare it to their own product catalog with thousands of items and figure out how to match them up. So by the time they get that list, to the time they are able to turn it around and give it to that prospect, it could be 3-4 days, could be a week, depending on your PTO and how fast you're able to get through that list. So that's when we were able to come up with, and I came to us and said, hey, what if we use AI to help with this matching? And we said, that's a great idea. Let's solution design it. And NetSuite allows for custom applications to be made via SuiteLets. They're like web pages. So what I first did is I just mocked up what the user interface would look like. I just did a little bit of a wireframing to get a sense of how it would flow, how that data would flow, that CSV file of the competitors' descriptions from the hospital, how it needs to select and find best matches and have that logic. And then what we did is we integrated the NetSuite item data so that we could really just compare the attributes and then create a learning model on what certain descriptions meant to train the model a little bit further and help with this best matching. And then at the end of the day, when we finish this project, with any AI project, there's continuous improvement when it comes to training. But the MVP, that minimum viable product, was able to be successful too. And that's always fun when it comes to AI projects, because it can be hard to train those models. So what would happen is you could just drag and drop a CSV file, click process, and it would select those best matches wherever it could find. And then the user interface would let them select out of a few options. And that input of whatever they selected that it couldn't find the best match by itself created a loop into that training model. And this is just a neat example of combining that NetSuite ERP data and combining it with a user experience that solves a real meaningful problem, changing a turnaround time for quotes to several days to just a few hours.
Wow. No, that's really fascinating. That's the power of AI, I guess. If you're able to sort of significantly reduce the time and effort required. And that's really, really fascinating that you've already worked on some projects around it and you're focusing on that area as well. So switching gears on a personal note, right? I mean, if you were to attribute one habit of yours that you feel has contributed to your professional growth, what would that be?
I'd say that I have a grit and a work ethic that I don't get bored. I can focus for very long periods of time. I can focus for 10 hours straight with high intensity. And that is probably an attribute that it comes with just liking what you're doing too. There's definitely a part of it. Being curious, I feed off of problem solving and creativity. And that other attribute, I think, is not over analyzing simple things like on our marketing side, since I oversee sales and marketing, the marketing side, I don't spend a ton of time over analyzing the best possible way you could possibly think through the customer experience. And I just do it. I just go start it, tinker, and do some A/B testing, and then use that to inform how much more effort I should put in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's great advice. That's great advice. I mean, the first point that you made also, I mean, the passion in you in everything that you do. I mean, even in the conversation, you're so passionate about things. And I think that's what helps you focus as well. So I think going behind your passion and also not overanalyzing, I think those are great sort of tips for our viewers as well. Any last words that you would like to share with our viewers, Caleb?
Well, I was learning a few other new features on Fyle today when we were talking prior to this, and I'm really excited to see how the Fyle product keeps on evolving, because there's been some really cool things, and I'm looking forward to just paying attention so I know how to recommend it best for our clients too in the NetSuite ecosystem. And I found it to be one of the most unique products for expense management, and looking forward to seeing how that progresses too, how it evolves.
Awesome. Thanks for your trust and partnership, Caleb, and look forward to working a lot more with you in the months to come. Yeah. Thank you for taking the time today. And thank you for all of you viewers for tuning in, and stay tuned for more interviews for industry leaders in our 5-Minute Spotlight series. This is Vic signing off. Thank you.
Thank you for watching 5-Minute Spotlight with Fyle. If you enjoyed this interview, make sure to subscribe to Fyle's YouTube channel or follow us on LinkedIn to get updates about upcoming interviews. See you next time.